So what's up, guys? This is my 96 GSX. Built it with my good friend Luis. That's what that Luis built sticker is there. He passed away a few years ago from a drunk driving accident. But we always talked about doing a kind of like a YouTube channel, just because, I mean, we've been around these cars for a very long time. This is my, like I said, 96 GSX all-wheel drive manual. It's got a Shep Stage 4 trans, 2.3 stroker, basically a stock head other than valve springs and retainers, and cam. No port work. Got to relocate this a bit here. It's just kind of temporary. It's running a 6-bolt 2.3 stroker with a 2G head, running a Magnus sheet metal intake and manifold, non-turbo throttle body. Ton speed density, it's GMIT, and I'm also running AAM ethanol injection. Pretty good setup. It's running the ported FP red internal wastegate, FP manifold, stock O2 housing. It's just a 1G ported O2 housing. Everything else is fairly stock. I've got the aeromotive fuel pressure regulator. I'm running FIC 1050cc injectors. Blacktop cast, tile blow off valve. Very straightforward, simple setup. It's been pretty good to me. The last setup on a stock 6-bolt did about 470 dyno jet, tuned by Ted Spec. This setup, I'm actually running a 2.3 stroker now, and yeah, we're gonna see what it does. Shout out to Ted Spec. You guys know who he is. If you don't know who he is and you're not in the DSM game, he's one of the best. Also shout out Tron. Sorry if I'm not saying that right, man. He's the one that actually assembled this long block for me. Got the bottom block from Ted, got it assembled by Hein. Both amazing individuals, super knowledgeable, super willing to help. Hein was just, available. Ted's been super busy as well too. So I've been blessed. I've been able to kind of meet two of the best in the biz when it comes to the DSMs here in Cali. In case you guys didn't know, this is California. Obviously none of this is California compliant, but we do what we can. So I'm gonna kind of give you guys a little rundown on the car. Like I said, it's fairly simple setup, but this I just acquired, which is a 96 GSX all-wheel drive, and we are going to be taking out the all-wheel drive swap. So plans for this car, I bought it locally about a week ago. Picked it up for 900 bucks. It wasn't running when we showed up. The seller didn't know why. We showed up, found out that the transistor, which is this right here, which sends the signal, basically without that being plugged in or without that functioning, your car will not spark. It won't run right. We figured that out after buying it before the tow truck even arrived. Started driving it around, so I got a running driving Eclipse for 900 bucks. It had a FP 16G, got rid of that. I'm running, like I said, the FP red, but I necessarily bought it. I actually bought it more for the all-wheel drive swap. I could really care less about everything else. It's a pretty clean car though. It's going to go to a good buddy of mine, Chris Perez. So you guys might be seeing him out at Sac Raceway. He's got a beautiful 2GB Talon, fully built, and looks like he's going to be joining the auto game as well too. He's got a full auto swap he's going to put into it. It's a pretty good car. I kind of hate to strip it, but there's a reason why that car is still in the picture. Some of you guys may know if you know who I am. Obviously you guys haven't seen me post much, but me and my buddy Luis Alcido, he passed away a few years back from a drunk driving accident. We actually built that white car. So that's kind of the reason why. I know a lot of you guys are going to say, dude, it's a 2G all-wheel drive. Why are you why are you stripping it, you know? But it's because that car has sentimental value. And the car that me and Luis built, what I just showed you guys, was this car right over here. So we built this. It was a collaborative effort. I mean, I can't say I was one of the key players in it, but you know, it was a group effort. Both Luis and I, you know, kind of just share this big passion for it. There's also a few other people too that, if you know the DSM game in our area, I mean, we're in Northern California. You know who we are if you're into DSMs. But a couple people have had their hands on this. I've been the one that's kind of been maintaining this and keeping it up to date. A good buddy of mine bought the car, and this car has seen 11-second passes consistently on its old setup. So this car was one of the first in Nor Cal to hit, well, at least in ours, which is like the Reading drag strip area. It hit a 11.9 on a Evo 316G, and it is running a built bottom end, minor built head, cam springs and retainers. It's on speed density. This one was also tuned by Ted Spec. It's now running the FP Black, and the best time on this car, and both, like, again, all my cars are on pump gas. The best time for this car was a 11.5 Reading drag strip, pump gas, methanol injection. Again, pretty straightforward build on this one as well too. This one's got a lot more stuff than mine does, but again, super well built. Luis Alcido, who fortunately passed away, yeah, he completely built this. It was his first ever 4G63 build. He did rods, springs and retainers, whole 9 yards. All self-built for the most part. I kind of just helped with more of the minus, like the tedious things, you know. But yeah, it's here now. It's been running solid for about 4 years, give or take. Amazing car. But yeah, so I just wanted to kind of introduce you guys to my channel. So excuse all the mess there. But first official video I'm going to be posting. There's going to be a lot more content coming once that car goes to tune. Like I said, last setup, right around 470 dyno jet. Same setup other than the block being swapped out, and now I'm running a 2G head, upgraded intake manifold, but same fuel system, same meth injection, just now more reinforced. So we're gonna be shooting for about 450, 480, conservative right now, pump gas until I do 85. We did kind of push that other setup on the stock block to get that 470, but you know, we're gonna see how it goes. My plans for this auto is to get it taken out, take out the motor as well too. I'm going to be getting rid of that. No need for a 7-bolt. Take the motor out, get it freshened up, do a torque converter. I have a shift kit on the way, so just have a good running setup, just waiting. That stage 4 trans I have over there hasn't given me any issues. It's held everything I've thrown at it. But you know, autos win drag races, so stay tuned.